All right, rewrite the following expression so it contains at most one radical term that does not contain any perfect square factors. So square root of 80 is our problem, and I like to always try and put it in Desmos, because why not? What if we just get our answer? So these are from the last problem. I'm going to exit out of them, and I get square root of 80. Okay, it is not a perfect square. Nowhere does it say enter decimal or round or anything. We want to rewrite it taking out perfect squares. So perfect square is 2 times 2 is 4. That's a perfect square. 3 times 3 is 9. That's a perfect square. 4 times 4 is 16. And we like perfect squares when we're talking about square roots, because square root of 4 is 2. That's a bad 4. Square root of 9, 3. Do you see the pattern here? So I start, like, let's look at 80. And I'm just going to start breaking it down. Okay, so 80 divided by 2 is 40. So 2 times 40 is 80. So I'm making a factor tree. And I'm going to keep going. 2 is prime, so we're going to skip that. What about 40? 2 times what is 40? And if you don't know, it's okay to use your calculator. Okay? 40 divided by 2 is 20. 2 times 20 is 40. So I'm breaking down each number. 20 is 2 times 10. 10 is 2 times 5. So I have all of these are now perfect squares. And you can check and make sure that you did it correctly. So I have 4 2s and a 5. So if I take 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, I'm at 80. All I did is I'm rewriting it into 4 2s and a 5. And I want to take out perfect squares. Here is our perfect square, 2 times 2. So these 2 2s and these 2 2s, if I take the square root of this, this is the square root of 2 times 2, which is 4. What's the square root of 4? 2. So these 2s, I like to kind of think about it as they get together and they break out of the square root, and the answer's just 1 2. So 2. Okay, and these 2, square root of 4, they break out of the square root and they just become 2. And this guy, the 5 is just left over. He's stuck. You have to have 2 to get out. So what happens is these 2 that come out, we multiply them. So now I have 2 times 2, and then left in the square root is a 5. 2 times 2 is 4. So remember at the beginning when I typed in the square root of 80? I am just rewriting it as 4 square roots of 5. See how those are exactly the same? That's all we're doing. So 4 square root, right here, of 5. And I want you to just make sure in the preview that it matches what you wrote down.